Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and these are my thank you cards that I sent out to everybody who came shopping with me in May. I get endless pleasure from making cards, and obviously projects and everything, and I get so much pleasure in sending cards out to everybody who shops with me, and I also make them a handmade thank you gift. You saw that project on Wednesday, and I promised you that I would bring you the card. Now, I kind of wanted to do a video, not because it's a complicated card, but actually because I wanted to show you the patterns of the paper and what a variety of cards I got just from one pack of paper, and then a handful of cardstocks that go with it. And I kind of felt that the DSP doesn't show up particularly well in the catalogue. I can't think today, can't speak, and so showing you on camera gives you a better idea. Now, it is a simple card. Oh look, my glue's come loose on that one. That's a jaunty one. We'll have that one at a jaunty angle. It's not meant to be like that. But yeah, it's lovely. So I've got Melon Mambo here. I've got Blushing Bride with this one. And it's just lovely. Isn't the paper gorgeous? This one's Petal Pink. Or maybe that was Powder Pink and that's Petal Pink. I now can't remember. But I did mix up. I had two cuts of... two colours for my butterfly. So I had Melon Mambo and I had the Pale Petal Pink as well. That one's Mango Melody. Shaded Spruce. So we've got these amazing patterns here, but then we've got these lovely background patterns as well. Calypso Coral. This one is Soft Sea Foam. I couldn't think for a second if it was Soft Sea Foam or Mint Macaron, but it's Soft Sea Foam. Love this one. So Saffron. Night of Navy. And I think that's actually Pacific Point, and I've actually got Blueberry Bushel out to do my sample with to show you. But the patterns are just glorious in this paper. There is something for everybody, and the one that I'm going to show you, I haven't got a sample here of, so I'm going to show you that one, and I'm going to be using this one, this gorgeous pattern, because it's the Garden Impressions suite that I'm using. The paper is 6x6 pack. So you get 48 sheets, 12 double-sided designs. There's a stamp set. Well, there are two stamp sets that go with it. There's this one and another one that's, the name has fallen out of my head, but I haven't got it. Abstract Impressions. I've actually just used the sentiment. But then there is a set of framelits to go with it. So actually this is a bundle. So we love a bundle because we love a discount. So that's where I've got my butterfly from. But basically I took... I don't know how many packs of paper did I use. I think I used 2 packs of paper because it's 3 by 5 inches, so 7.5 by 12.5 centimetres. But basically a 6 by 6 pack. It was a bit too long, but I actually wanted it to be at this offset size. So that's the sizing I went for. And I literally went through 2 packs of paper to get all my sheets. So yeah, it was 96. It was 192 pieces I got out of 2 packs. Then my little panel that I've stamped on is 1 inch by 3 inches, so 7.5 by 2.5 centimetres, and I did half of them in Melon Mambo and half in Shaded Spruce. So there's the 2 colours like that. And to me it didn't matter which colour went on which because they all worked, but I'm going to go with Shaded Spruce on this one. And my sentiment, if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. Absolutely. That's absolutely true. And I cut all of my pieces of paper first. Because it's photopolymer, you can see through. So you can see exactly where you're going. That's the wrong size. That's my wrong piece of paper. That's 1.5 inches. I only want it to be 1 inch. I thought I'd got another piece out. Apparently I haven't. Let me just trim that down. I only want it to be 1 inches. Oh, and I should say that my card blanks are simply, it's a sheet of cardstock cut in half and scored in half. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? If flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. Love, love, love. Okay. Let me just put that one away. It's because it's such a brand new ink, it's going to be kind of, it's going to be a bit damp. And then that, it kind of depended where I fancied putting it. Some of them I put quite low down, some of them I put high up, but I'm kind of roughly going for an equidistant border. Then my piece of cardstock, this did take a while, and some of you may have seen the photographs on Instagram or on my business page where I showed that I wasn't a very good aim into the bin, you know, because when you're cutting out the best part of 200 butterflies with very intricate detail, and you can see actually so many of them I've made it bend very slightly. And do you know what? I've put the wrong plate on this. Let's see if that's cut through. Nope, it hasn't. Let me do it this way around. There we go, that's cut through now. Perfect. I learnt this trick. I don't remember who showed the trick. I want to say it was Dina Rico, who said if you put your dies through upside down, they cut out perfectly. I thought that was absolutely genius, but I was using a different plate with mine. So it was when I was brushing all the bits out and I kept missing the bin. Because, you know, that would be me. But I do have a special hoover in my office. There we go, just swept it all off onto the floor. Special hoover in here that's only for my office. And the children occasionally borrow it for their bedrooms. They quite like to use it, and it sucks up everything perfectly, so no drama there. Okay, so once I'd got all my shapes die cut, and then I was ready to assemble, I set them up so that I had 2 mini glue dots per butterfly along the body, and I just had them going all the way around. And so I then, well, I didn't put all 200 on in one go, I put about 50 at a time. So I had long ribbons of glue dot sheets with butterflies all over my desk. And then pop it on there, flap up her wings, although I'm sure she got a little bit squished in the mail. I'm hoping that those who've received them have fluffed up the wings again. And yeah, very simple. It took time, and I like to spend time making cards. So although it's quite simple to make one, it was a pleasure to spend time making lots. Let me scooch those up so you can see the patterns again, because it's a privilege for me for people to come shopping with me. It's not something I take for granted, and it's a nice privilege to be able to send them back. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Where's the 12th pattern that I don't have? I wonder what that pattern is, because I haven't got that one here. Oh, typical. I thought I had all 12 patterns. I haven't. Anyway, somebody got one. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Thank you ever so much to everybody who came shopping with me in May and who's always shopped with me. You know, everybody who shops with me, it's a privilege that you've chosen me, and it's my privilege to send back a card and a gift to you. Anyway, speak to you very soon. Bye.